To solve equations means to find the solution value that makes the equation true. In the equation 3 times n plus 10 equals 25, the solution is n equals 5, because this is the value for n that if you replace n with 5, this equation is true. Any other number will not make the equation true. When solving an equation, we can apply any operation to an equation as long as you apply it to both sides, keeping the equation balanced. So here, when we decided to subtract 10, we needed to make sure that we subtracted 10 from both sides. Down here, we decided to divide by 3, which is fine as long as you divide by 3 on both sides, keeping the balance. The equation is solved when the variable is alone on one side of the equation. This first original equation is not solved because n is here, but n has a coefficient multiplying times 3, and it also has plus 10. And that's where we use our inverse operations to start clearing those values away from the n so that we have the n all by itself. We use inverse operations to get the n to be alone. You can see here that the first inverse operation was to subtract 10 to make this become 0. And after we subtracted 10, we divided by 3 to turn this into 1. And we know that 1n is just n, and our variable is now alone on one side. Let's check for understanding. Which two inverse operations would be used to solve the equation? Explain. We have 2 times x minus 5 equals 15. Take a look here, the variable is x, and take a look at the variable side. Why is x not alone, and how can we use inverse operations to get the variable x to be alone on this side of the equation? Here are the 4 options. A, add 5, B, subtract 5, C, divide by 2, D, divide by 15. Blank and blank are the 2 inverse operations needed because A, add 5, and C, divide by 2 are the 2 inverse operations needed because adding 5 will remove the minus 5. So there's that first part, minus 5. If we add 5, it'll undo that. Then dividing by 2 will solve for the variable because we will be able to take the 2 coefficient and turn it into a 1.